Hey everyone, it's Andrew again, back with another episode of Endgame Gear's FAQs. And in this episode, I thought I'd bring you some cubing tips. So, once you've gotten your items, and once you've scrolled your items roughly, like these items are still crappily scrolled, and I don't care, because cubing gives you lots of stats, and from cubing you can do more bosses or whatever, and you can re-scroll your stuff. So as long as it's roughly scrolled to start, it's fine. So cubing is quite a big world, but the way you want to go about this is you want to first start off with your, I'm going to assume you have a rare equip or whatever. So say this, oh here we go, here's my rare equip. So right now it sucks, it's 3% int for a thief, and that's not really what thieves use. So what I'm gonna do is, if I had cubes, I do have cubes, but I'm not going to use them on this, and I'll explain why. So if you're just starting off with all of your equips were rare, then what you need to do is you need to cube all of your equips using the in-game cubes. Don't bother buying cubes with NX because that's just a waste of money cubing rare potentials. So cube your rare potential by in-game means to 3% of your stat, and once all of your equips are like that, and yes, I mean all of them, barring your weapons, then you can move on to the next step. So the next step is you have rare item, and it's got a bonus potential, but don't worry about bonus potential until you are fully finished with regular potential, and by finished I mean legendary 21+% stat, and that's it. Once all of your equips are like that and everything's perf scrolled, then worry about bonus potential because it gets expensive fast. Okay? So right now this is my rare 3% item. Next step to do is rank up all of your equips one by one. This will take time, okay? One by one to epic or unique. So there are epic potential in-game scrolls, get one to work on your item, and then bam, it's epic. So now it's epic, you still will be using in-game cubes like Master Craftsman's cubes or Meister cubes or whatever, because it's not worth cubing epic potentials either, right? Especially not with NX cubes. So what you can do is just use those in-game cubes and cube to 6% of your stat. So I think a while back my reinforced ring was epic, and I just used in-game cubes. I just kept throwing them on when I got them until it was 6% luck, and I just stopped. And if you look back on my videos, I'm pretty sure I showcased my equips, and I'm pretty sure that it's 6% luck, and I was happy with it at the time. So once your equip is epic, cube it with in-game cubes to 6% of your stat. And remember, it's not worth cubing from rare to unique. Rare to epic to unique using NX cubes. It's just a waste of money. Instead, you could be merching, and you could be buying a unique potential scroll. So I've got two here. I've got one for my badge and one for my boots. So once you have the means of getting your item to unique, then it becomes more worth it to cube with NX cubes. So once you're at epic 6% stat or a rare 3% stat and you get a unique scroll, use it on your equip and cube for 9% of your stat. So this makes logical sense. You've gone from 3%, which is highest percentage that you can get on rare, to 6%, which is highest percentage you can get on epic, to 9%, which is highest percentage you can get on unique, per line, that is. So once you've unique scrolled all of your equips, or unique potted, or however you get them to unique, once you've done that, cube for 9%, and remember all of your equips. Don't don't perf one of your equips and then move on to the other. It's such a waste of money to do that. It's better to improve your range, and it gets really expensive really fast, past 15% of your stat. So once all of your equips are at 9%, you should have a pretty decent range, in the order of like 500k, depending on what class you are. So yeah, at unique you should be at 9%, and once all of your equips are brought up to that bar, then you can go on to the next step, which is cubing for 12 or 15%. And now you should be using red cubes. Do not use black cubes yet. So you'll use red cubes to be cubing for 12% or 15% stat on your item, or 18 if you get really lucky on unique, or 20, whatever, 21 if you're lucky. Yeah. So once you've got two lines of your main stat, so it doesn't matter if they're two 6% lines, because that's still better than 9%, you stop, and then you bring all of your other equips up to that bar. So I started with my pendants, and I was like, okay, and I brought them up, and they were all of my equips were 9%, and then I brought them up, I cubed them to 2 lines. So this one's 2 lines of luck, this one was thankfully 3 lines, I'll never touch this with a cube again. This one is 2 lines, so on. So once you have 2 lines, then you stop cubing, bring all of your equips, and if all of your equips have 2 lines, then you can go to the next step, which is using black cubes to go to legendary. So once you've got a unique potential with 2 lines, you don't want to waste it by using red cubes and maybe not getting that same potential back. You want to kind of play it safe, and since black cubes have a higher chance of ranking up anyway, it's really good. So you should be using black cubes on your 2 lines unique items to rank up, and then once it's legendary, just stop using black cubes altogether and start using red cubes, and then cube for 2 lines again. So you'll rank up 1 equip to legendary, cube for 2 lines, move on to the next one, and so on and so forth. So you at least have to match 12 or 15% luck, or 15% stat, if not go above that. Otherwise there was no point, except for the potential tier. So here I've got an 18% luck pendant, and here I've got an 18% luck belt, and this one's legendary, this one's unique. I will not be cubing either of them until I get this 12% to legendary or higher, this 12% to legendary or higher, and this 12% to legendary or higher. So bring everything up at the same time, is kind of what I'm saying. And then once you do that, you can start cubing for 21% stat. And you should be using red cubes to do this, because there's no point using black cubes unless you really want to keep your potential, which is fine. I might actually use black cubes for this 18% line, and yeah, see how that goes, but you should mainly be using red cubes because they're cheaper. So yeah, once you've gotten your 21% line, then you're completely finished with your main potential, because cubing past 21%, there's not really a point unless you want mad stats, which is not really, I don't know, I don't see the point. But yeah, so a quick summary of cubing is you go from rare, you use endgame cubes on rare items and in-game cubes on epic items to see if you can get 1 line of your percent stat. So on rare it'd be 3%, epic it would be 6%. It is not worth buying cash shop cubes to go from rare to epic to unique. It is better to save your money and buy scrolls, so unique potential scrolls or epic potential scrolls or whatever, and then use in-game cubes from there. And once your item is unique, so if it's rare, 3%, epic, 6%, unique, 9%, and then bring everything up like that. Then you have, then you cube using cash off scrolls at unique till you have 9%, and after the 9%, then 12 or 15. So basically 2 lines of percent stat. And then use black cubes to rank it up to legendary, and red cubes once again to cube for 21 or 18%. And I think that's it. So yeah, I think that's it. Oh, and actually, a really good way, the only reason all of my equips are unique is because between 2 old friends of mine who have now stopped playing, and another friend actually, we had around 50 to 60 mule accounts, and we farmed unique potential scrolls. And honestly, all we used it on was our items. So yeah, that's how most of my equips are unique. So by any means, get it to unique by not using cash op stuff. Cube for 9%, 12 or 15, then black cube, rank it up to legendary, get to 21, then you can worry about bonus potential. But that's basically it. Yeah, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye.